Welcome everyone to the hearing of submissions on the Moonee Ponds Special Rate and Charge on the 16th of April 2024, which I now declare open. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to members of the public in the gallery who have joined us tonight, as well as those watching at home online. As well as being live streamed, the video recording of this meeting will also be available on our website, so attendees in the gallery are advised your presence may be recorded. I also ask that mobile phones be switched to silent mode during the meeting. And a reminder to those in the gallery that under Governance Rule 75.1, personal video and audio recording in the chamber of the meeting is not allowed. On behalf of Moonee Valley City Council, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their spirits, ancestors, elders and community members. This is an informal meeting to hear submissions from the community on the Moonee Ponds Special Rate and Charge, so we won't be making any decisions tonight. A total of 62 submissions were received. 5 requested to be heard in support of their submission. However, 3 can no longer attend. Item 3 on the agenda is apologies and leave of absence. Councillor Bedio has been an apology to me for this part of the meeting. Item 4 is declarations of conflict of interest. Are there any conflicts of interest to be declared as part of this meeting? Councillor Adams.
Thanks, Mayor. I have a general interest conflict with item 5.1 on the agenda for reasons previously disclosed to the CEO.
Thank you. Item 5 is the hearing of submissions. So let's move to the part of the meeting where we can hear from our submitters. So each speaker will have 3 minutes under our governance rules to speak to their submissions. However, I will allow an extension of time, and then after that, I'll ask if any councillors have any questions for our submitters. So first, I'd like to invite Michael Wilson to come to the podium up here and speak with us once more. Good to see you, Michael.
Good evening, everybody. I notice there's twice as many people.
Just ask you to speak into the mic, sorry. Yep, that one.
Yeah, I'm too tall. Yeah, no. How's that? Is it no good? No? No good? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Maybe I'll just get, so apparently it's good on the online, so maybe if you just speak loudly so that we can hear you.
Yeah, it's more likely people tell me to be quiet rather than speak up, but I notice the crowd's twice as many this time round as last time at the open forum. Already go, yeah, that's
better.
it. And last time I spoke about the positives of the rate levy and the association that is formed as a result of that money. I'm going to take a little stab tonight and take a different approach and talk about what I think might happen if the rate levy isn't renewed. Presuming that any excess monies that the association now manages would go back to the council. I'm sure the council would use it wisely, but I'd like to think we would use it wisely too. That money potentially lost to the Moonee Ponds precinct because conflicts, where you're going to put your money when you get your money back. You never know what might happen next. There wouldn't be a representative body for the traders in Moonee Ponds, at least immediately. What would happen eventually is, because people love to hunt in packs, there would eventually be some sort of organisation. That won't happen on the 2nd of July. It won't happen quickly. It'll be disorganised and unfunded when it does happen. So how long the Moonee Ponds district is without some sort of direction is, open for grabs. Right at the moment, there's a website and an app that advertises all the traders in the area. What happens to that immediately? Not too sure. Who's going to ensure the profiles are up to date and make sense for the various traders that are advertised on that website? Again, not sure. Like I said, people group together. In all these areas right throughout the state, there is a group of people who think they represent the traders. That won't happen straight away. It will happen, but it'll mean there will be a time where the traders aren't represented, and I don't think that would be good for Moonee Ponds to see that meander on over a period of time. Even if it was a matter of months, it would make a difference to the confidence that the traders would have in what's going on around here. Now that's all I wanted to. I didn't need my 3 minutes. I thought I spent more than enough time at the open forum talking about the positives. We've sent the flyer out. Everyone's seen that, so I really didn't want to spend too much time just regurgitating what I said before. But are there any questions of me?
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Councillors, are there any questions of Michael? Councillor Hodgson.
Thanks, Michael. And look, you made the point about how wisely council would spend the money if it were returned to us, but that you think you spend the money wisely as well. And I'm just interested, I guess, one of the things that it makes me think is that there are some opportunities that traders associations have in the way that they spend money that council are a bit more limited by. And I wonder if you'd had any experience with that, with any examples.
Of how we might spend the money, or how we have spent the money?
How you might be able to spend the money differently to how council would be able to spend it.
The committee is made up of people who have businesses in Moonee Ponds, who walk up and down the street every day, who have their businesses operate there most days, see what's happening. So I think there's a natural difference there. I know councillors are out there doing walking the streets and talking to people. It's just that little bit closer for the traders to be there. Actually, I just looked around to see if Damien and David had turned up. Two very experienced traders, particularly Damien in this area. I mean, Damien's grandfather owned most of Moonee Ponds, so he's very invested in it. So if you want to look at someone who would understand the area intricately, then there's one. And there's others on the committee who understand the area. So I know that's not specific in terms of how we might spend the money, but that intricate knowledge of the area makes a big difference in terms of understanding even the people that walk the streets, whether they be customers or traders, understanding them better. But in terms of specifics, we've talked about pop-up open areas, more greenery, murals, whether they be on Puckle Lane or on a wall, all those sorts of things. We'd like to think if we haven't got the money to spend on those things, we should be there to influence council decisions about if there is money to be spent in this area, then these are the things we'd like to see it spent on. Does that answer your question?
It does, Michael, thanks. And yeah, I think that the first part of your answer as well, in terms of, you might see what the need is and be able to respond a bit quicker to something that needs to be done, immediately if there's a need on the street.
Yep.
So that answers my question. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions from councillors for Michael? No? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next up we have Joseph Diasta. Please join us at the podium.
Hi, how's it going? I've owned my property since 2001 in Norwood Crescent, and I've seen no improvement, no benefit of nothing in 22 years. Like the precinct looks the same. There's graffiti still across the road from there. I've seen no benefit from 1,020,000 raised from 4 years, and the way I understood it was that for 4 years the levy will be collected and then no more. So, you know, I'm not happy with it sort of going on for another 4 years. You know, sort of like last Christmas there were just little reefs on poles. Like before that there was like Christmas trees there. Like sort of what happened to that? Like I think, you know, you should be hitting, you know, a lot of house owners there. Like a lot of these houses are worth millions. Why don't they sort of know? Why don't you use the money from, you know, being raised from the rates to you know be used for the precinct? Like, you know, it's really important. You got High Point down the road, you know, Puckle Street, you know, and all around there needs to be, you know, improved because it looks the same as what it's, you know, look, you know, 25, 30 years ago. It's still the same to me. I don't see no improvement in any of the precinct at all to encourage people to come there and, you know, do shopping and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'd like to see more, but I don't think raising this levy for another 4 years is going to benefit me and my property at all. It looks exactly the same.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Joseph. And can I just clarify, are you speaking against the rate and charge
Yes,
or
that's
an
correct.
increase? Okay, yeah, thank you. Councillors, are there any questions for Joseph? Councillor Hodgson?
Thanks so much, Joseph. And look, along a similar vein to my question to Michael, I'm just interested to understand what difference it would make if that special rates charge was put back into your pocket, about what you'd be able to, you know, what difference would that make for you and how you'd be able to spend the money?
Well, like sort of, you know, like do something to the footpaths. The footpaths look exactly the same as what they looked in 2001 when I bought the property. It's just nothing at the front of my property to say that it's improved in 22 years is what I feel.
Thanks.
Councillor Isaac?
Hi, Joseph. Look, I'm one of the Moonee councillors, and unfortunately I can't get to all of the meetings of the traders, so I'm not sure if you've attended the meetings, and I haven't met you there.
No.
But I was wondering whether you knew about the meetings and had been able to get to the meetings, because they are a good opportunity and a good way for you to be able to express your views like this. Are you aware of the meetings that go on?
No, this is the first one I've been able to attend, but yeah, like
So
usually I'm working.
The Tuesday morning, are they? Tuesday morning meetings? Do you get the emails
Yeah, no,
about those?
I'm usually at work on a Tuesday morning.
Perhaps we could, would it be okay if we tried to link you in with the traders group so that you could have a chat with them about those concerns? And
do those meetings take place on Tuesday morning, do they?
Yeah, monthly on a Tuesday.
If I'm not at work, it's all right.
8:15.
If I'm not at work, I'm sort of more than happy to go on the link, yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, is Michael still here? Is Mike still here?
Yeah.
Perhaps we could make sure that you link up with Mike and we might be able to see you at a meeting and chat further about your concerns.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks.
Great.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Councillor Byrne?
Hi, thanks for coming along tonight and what you had to say. Could I just clarify, you spoke a little bit about the graffiti. That is something that, as a council, we have tried. Could you
Yes.
just tell us a little bit more about the graffiti that's of concern to you? Whereabouts? Like, is it on the train line or is it
No,
on
it's
the
directly
shops?
across from Norwood Crescent, like all on the walls, and when you go under the pathway to go underneath to get to the other side, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so more around on the train station side as opposed to the
Yeah,
Norwood Crescent.
well, it's directly across my property's free Norwood, so yeah, it's directly across from there.
Okay, all right, thank you.
No worries. Thanks.
Any more councillors? Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Joseph, for coming in, taking the time. That now concludes our hearing on the Moonee Ponds Activity Centre special rate and charge, and we'll take those views as well as all of our submitters on board. Thank you for joining us, and I'll close the meeting at 6:58 p.m.